We'll go ahead and call to order our June 15th meeting. We'll start with our Pledge of Allegiance and our invocation by Marvin Hightower.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty.
Father, we thank you for the opportunity and the privilege we have of serving the city in this way. We thank you for the council, for the mayor, and we thank you for the citizens of Madisonville who care so much about this city. We ask for your direction, your leadership. In Jesus' name, amen.
Kim, can we have a roll call?
Yes, sir. Sorry. Misty Cavanaugh. Here. Marvin Hightower.
Present.
Adam Townsend.
Here.
Larry Knopfsinger.
Here.
Frank Stevenson.
Here.
Glenda Wade. Mayor, we do have a quorum.
All right, well, we're going to start right out of the gate with recognition. We have Miss Vanessa Norton with us today. And Miss Vanessa. And is she here? She's hiding.
She's waiting at you.
You're sitting right, stand up right here in the middle. All right, stand right there. What a doll. All right. We have a recognition award, and this certificate is presented to Vanessa Norton. Today, we want to say a very special thank you to Vanessa Norton because of her kindness and hard work. Families in our community will have food to eat. Every can, box, or item that she has helped to collect has made a difference. Vanessa showed our community that even one person can help others and make the world a better place. We are proud of her caring heart and willingness to help people in need. Thank you for being a great leader and a wonderful example of kindness. Miss Vanessa, I'm going to meet you right up front here, okay? Help me welcome her up front.
All right. All right.
Thank you so much. And, you know, it is extremely encouraging. I use a book a lot of times in things that we do, and it's called the Flower Man book. And that Flower Man book talks about how one person can change an entire community. And it's things like Miss Norton is doing that changes the community. So thank you so much for all that you are doing for us.
Oh.
All right, we do have some orders of business. We do have a special guest with us. We have with us the new executive director of the DRA, Miss Laura Veazey. We're going to allow her to come up and just address the council for a few minutes. The Delta Regional Authority has been instrumental in several grant opportunities that we've received, and we're going to allow her, she's just passing through, and we had some time for her to address the council.
Thank you for the opportunity to be here. Communities like this is why DRA was created, to support rural America, because rural America is how America succeeds, and we're just grateful for the partnership with the local leadership here, that you're thinking innovatively about workforce development, our entrepreneurship, and quality of life, and we look forward to continuing.
Thank you so much, and thanks for allowing us to show you around the community. Yeah, go ahead. All right, we have the approval of minutes.
The minutes of June the 1st, 2026. The council meeting was held in the city council chambers. It was called to order by Mayor Kevin Cotton. Roll call where all council members were present, except for Ms. Glenda Wade, who was absent. We had approval of the previous minutes of May the 11th, 2026. We had approval of bills and payroll. We had a presentation from the Historical Society. We had our department reports. We had a first reading of an ordinance where we amended Chapter 156 of the Code of Ordinances relating to qualified manufactured homes. We had a second reading to the ordinance adopting the annual budget for the fiscal year July 1st, 2026 through June the 30th, 2027. That was approved. We also had an adjournment.
All right, are there any corrections to the minutes? If not, do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Motion and second. Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Next, we have the bills and payroll.
We have the total general fund of $1,213,591.99. Total sanitation and maintenance of $193,692.37. Total electric utility of $220,052.11. Total water filter of $668,278.18. Total wastewater collection and treatment of $683,798.28. We have an estimated biweekly payroll of governmental of $67,137.75, police of $172,550.20, fire $174,496.27, transportation of $31,233.16, park $27,027.88, sanitation of $49,771.51, maintenance garage $8,471.36, light fund of $105,376.81, wastewater treatment of $19,123.34, wastewater collection of $35,285.70, water and filter of $64,630.86, for a total estimated biweekly payroll of $755,104.84.
Do I have a motion to approve the bills and payroll?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion and second. Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Next, we'll have our fire department report with Chief Jason Eli.
Good afternoon, Mayor Cotton, City Council. For the month of May 2026, we had 113 medical runs, 50 fire-related runs for a total of 163 runs. 29 of those runs were overlapping, so just under 18%. Our pre-incident value was $125,000 with $25,000 in loss. Our dispatch to responding time was 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Our dispatch to arrival was 5 minutes and 20 seconds. We spent an average of 23 minutes and 59 seconds on scene. And for the month of May, we had 751 training hours. On our inspections, we did 39 pre-incident inspections, 24 fire prevention inspections, and then we had 257 code enforcement cases. And community outreach, we had 6 programs, or community programs, 0 fire alarms issued. Our adult contacts for the month was 3366, and our child contacts was 330. Page 2 has our run times broken down by stations, and page 3 and 4 will have a breakdown of the various types of runs. And then page 5 has our pre-incident surveys where we did our pre-plans, and then the last page is our community contacts, community events. Any questions?
Questions for the chief? All right, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Next, we'll have a police department report by Chief Steve Bryan.
Mayor Cotton and council members, this will be the police department report for May of 2026. We answered a total of 3,598 call responses, made 178 total arrests, 34 felonies and 144 non-felonies, investigated 40 accidents, and average response time was a little over 4 minutes. On to page 2. The drug seizures for the month. The total street value seized $34,245, and the most common drug seized was by far methamphetamine. On to page 5. Traffic accidents, the highest times were on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. On the last page, so calendar year to date, Part 1 crimes up 30%, all others up 20%, for a total increase of 21%. And we're still tracking that, and that is to the big increase in sexual assault cases this year. A lot of that stuff has been proactive on our side. We're doing a lot of ICAC cases where we're going out on the internet and looking for prisoners. So, any questions?
Questions for the chief? Thanks, sir.
Sir.
You also have in your packet the business license. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Donna Earl. Under new business, our first order of business under new business is the first reading of an ordinance amending the City of Madisonville annual budget for fiscal year 2025 through June 30, 2026 by estimating revenues and resources and appropriating funds for the operation of city government.
Be it ordained by the City of Madisonville, Kentucky as follows. Section 1, that the annual budget for the fiscal year beginning July the 1st, 2025 and ending June the 30th, 2026 is hereby amended as follows. And there is an Exhibit A attached here too.
There's no action to be taken, but I do want to have our Diana Phillips to come up and just kind of fill you all in on what all of those changes in the budget look like.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. The 2026 budget summary, of course, has been included in your packet. The citywide budgeted revenues decreased roughly by $180,000. We saw a decrease in expenses of roughly $68,000, which led to an overall decrease of $112,000. While these adjustments, where there were numerous adjustments, materially speaking, this was a very slight change to our overall budget. The 2026 budget amendment reflects the strong financial position of the City of Madisonville. It shows that the city's continued commitment to responsible financial stewardship, infrastructure improvements, public safety, and economic growth. Increased revenues, successful grant awards, and strategic investments has allowed the city to enhance services, strengthen the community assets, and position ourselves for future success, all while maintaining a balanced and sustainable financial outlook. Revenues show an increase fueled by tax collections, public safety services, recreational activities, rental income, reserve management, and grant funding being successfully secured and utilized across a number of our departments, including our police department, our fire department, the airport, sanitation, water, and sewer. Revenues also increased in our restaurant tax fund, which is a reflection of strong community activity and sponsorship support. These increases are offset by decreases significantly in the water and sewer revenues. However, this is due to the fact that the city was able to reduce our budgeted transfers from reserves and show the offset in increased grant funding. Administration has continued to challenge all departments citywide to identify cost savings and operational efficiencies, which has resulted in the reduction in expenses where appropriate and allowed us to strategically use reserves, grant funding, and make departmental adjustments while saving for a large number of projects. The increase in investments the city has made to infrastructure, capital, and economic development include improvements to our transportation infrastructure that includes our roads, the city airport, our city park, which includes the purchase of property adjacent to Mar Park, public safety, and all of our utility systems. With our strong financial foundation and a strategic plan in place, we are excited to see how these investments enhance the quality of life for our residents and have a positive impact on Madisonville's future. If you have any questions once you review the amendment, I'll be happy to address those.
Thank you very much. And you may have some questions. There's, as you go through the exhibits, you'll notice there are changes in several of those. She has all of that stuff mapped out for you. If you want to swing by and talk to her or ask her questions, she'll be more than happy to help you with that. All right, we have the second reading of an ordinance, 2026-3, amendment of Chapter 156 of the Code of Ordinances relating to qualified manufactured homes. This is, again, to bring our ordinances in line with the new state laws that are in place.
I'm going to read a summary that has been prepared by our city attorney. The City of Madisonville amends Chapter 156 to bring its zoning regulations into compliance with House Bill 160 and KRS 100.348. This ordinance amends the city's general zoning ordinance to formally define and regulate qualified manufactured homes, allowing them to be placed in residential zones alongside traditional single-family dwellings subject to specific standards. The new and revised definitions, it talks about two new defined terms that are introduced. Manufactured home is a manufactured home meeting of the following. Manufactured no more than 5 years prior to installation with transport-only parts removed. It has to be to a permanent foundation per KRS 227.570, has to be at least 20 feet wide at its narrowest point or 2 stories with the main entrance facing the street, and a minimum of 900 square feet of living area. The manufactured home, a non-qualified, is a home that does not meet the 20-foot width or 900 square feet threshold, but it may still be treated as qualified if the lot dimensions or setbacks would not reasonably accommodate a compliant home. The home is the maximum size that can fit on the lot under applicable regulations, or all other qualified criteria are met. Permanent foundation, the prior language requiring foundations to be constructed of concrete is removed. The new standard requires the foundations to transfer maximum design loads into soil or bedrock per KRS 227.570, be constructed of materials compatible with surrounding residential structures as long as the structural engineering is not compromised, and have the exposed perimeter enclosed with masonry materials, block, brick, stone, or similar durable materials compatible with surrounding homes. This enclosure is not structural and must conflict with state installation standards. Permitted use added in residential and agricultural zones, and the qualified manufactured homes are added as a permitted use by right in the following zoning districts: agricultural, rural residential, low-density residential, medium-density residential, high-density residential. The location rule added is a new subsection, states that the qualified manufactured homes are allowed in any residential zone where single-family residences are permitted, provided the home meets all criteria defined under Section 156.180. What does not change, the rules for non-qualified mobile homes, manufactured housing parks, temporary use of travel trailers, and replacement of non-conforming homes remain largely unchanged. This ordinance does not affect regulations for modular homes, multifamily dwellings, or other dwelling types.
Ms. Todd, would you like to come up to the podium just to be prepared for any questions from the council? Do I have a motion to approve the amendment to the ordinance relating to the qualified manufactured homes?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Are there any questions for Ms. Todd?
Just one clarification. The number 2 on your material, qualified manufactured homes are added as a permitted use by right in the following zoning districts, but noted on high-density residential, it's not by right, it's by conditional use.
Sorry, yeah.
That's right, Frank. Single-family homes are conditional use in high density, so that would make
Right.
these conditional as well.
Follows the same pattern, right?
Yes, sir.
Anything else?
You.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Kim, can we have a roll call?
Yes, sir. Misty Cavanaugh,
Yes.
Marvin Hightower,
Yes.
Adam Townsend,
Yes.
Larry Knopfinger,
Yes.
Frank Stevenson.
Yes.
Right, motion passes. Next, we have Resolution 2026-13, the resolution to accept bids for road salt.
Just one second.
Ask Landon to come up to the podium.
Whereas the city of Madisonville participated in the Kentucky League of Cities Cooperative Online Reverse Salt Auction on May the 20th, 2026. And whereas the city of Madisonville received 4 bids for our zone, one from Cargill, Compass Minerals, Morton Salt, and Nature's Landscape Supply. Whereas the city of Madisonville customarily purchased road salt only in quantities exceeding 20 tons per delivery, and whereas Morton Salt submitted the lowest responsive and responsible bid for deliveries over 20 tons at $138.50 per ton and met all the specifications required by the city. And whereas the city council finds that the acceptance of the Morton Salt bid is in the best interest of the city. Now therefore be it resolved by the city council of the city of Madisonville, Kentucky, that the city council hereby accepts the bid submitted by Morton Salt in the amount of $138.50 per ton for deliveries over 20 tons, and that the mayor is authorized to execute any legal documents necessary to complete the purchase of road salt pursuant to the Kentucky League of Cities Cooperative Online Reverse Salt Auction.
Do I have a motion to accept the bid of Morton Salt for road salt?
Move.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any questions for Landon? Thank you, Landon. If not, all in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Next is a resolution 2026-14. The resolution is to accept bids for power grid modernization and multi-gig fiber broadband franchise.
Whereas the city of Madisonville advertised for sealed bids for a franchise agreement focused on electric power grid modernization for utility services and the delivery of the multi-gig fiber to the premises broadband network throughout the city of Madisonville, with bids to be opened on June the 2nd, 2022 at 10 a.m. Whereas the city of Madisonville received 1 bid, it was from TEC of Jackson, Mississippi, and whereas TEC met all the specifications that were required by the city of Madisonville for the proposed franchise agreement, and whereas the city council has reviewed the bid and determined that the acceptance of the bid is in the best interest of the city and its residents. Now therefore be it resolved by the city council of the city of Madisonville, Kentucky as follows. The city council hereby accepts the bid submitted by TEC of Jackson, Mississippi for a 20-year franchise agreement for electric power grid modernization for utility services and the delivery of a multi-gig fiber to the premises broadband network throughout the city of Madisonville. And that the city council hereby authorizes Mayor Kevin Cotton to execute the franchise agreement and any other documents necessary to implement and carry out the terms of the agreement on behalf of the city of Madisonville. And this resolution shall become effective immediately upon its adoption.
Right, as you all know in the committee meeting, this is an opportunity that we have in the city to increase our broadband coverage and to allow all of the citizens that are on the Madisonville City Power utility to have access to high-speed internet, and it will be available through the organization of TEC. As we continue to grow, so do our needs and so do our internet needs for our residences. So we are excited to have this opportunity, and I ask for a motion to accept the bid of TEC for the franchise agreement for power grid modernization and multi-gig fiber broadband.
Moved.
Motion, do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Next, we have Resolution 2026-15, resolution to declare maintenance shop equipment as surplus.
Whereas the city of Madisonville Maintenance Shop owns the following equipment that is listed on the attachment as Exhibit A. Whereas the city of Madisonville requests to dispose of the equipment by means appropriate according to KRS 82.083. Now therefore be it resolved as follows, that the attached equipment is now declared a surplus and the city is authorized to dispose of the equipment by means of, according to KRS 82.083. And there is a surplus list attached there too.
I have a motion to declare the equipment from the maintenance shop as surplus equipment.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Next, we have a resolution 2026-16, and that is to declare water department equipment as surplus property.
The City of Madisonville Water Department owns the following equipment as listed on the attachment as Exhibit A, and that the City of Madisonville requests to dispose of the equipment by means appropriate according to KRS 82.083. Now therefore be it resolved as follows, that the attached equipment is now declared as surplus, and that the city is authorized to dispose of the equipment by means appropriate to KRS 82.083.
Do I have a motion to declare the equipment from the water department as surplus equipment?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Next, we have 2026-17, a resolution to declare transportation signs as surplus property.
The City of Madisonville Transportation Department owns the following signs that are listed on the attachment as Exhibit A. Whereas the City of Madisonville requests to dispose of the signs by means appropriate according to KRS 82.083. Now therefore be it resolved as follows, the attached list of regulatory signs are now declared as surplus, and that the city is authorized to dispose of the signs by means appropriate or according to KRS 82.083.
We have a motion to declare the regulatory signs from the Transportation Department as surplus equipment. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Do we need Landon to come back to the podium for any questions related to the transportation signs? Not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Next, we have an item for discussion. It is permission to contract services from local businesses owned by city employees or has an interest in said business. As our budget renews July 1st, so do these approvals for the city to be able to do business with employees that have an interest or a business within the city.
And that list is attached with the names of the employees and their business name.
Motion to approve the list of employees who may contract services with the city.
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions? All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Next, we have the municipal road aid discussion for the fiscal year 2025, expenditure recommendations for the municipal road aid program and local government assistance program. We will ask for Landon to come forward, review our list for municipal road aid and local government assistance program. Go ahead, Landon. Do you have your list?
Yes, I've got a list.
Do you want to review that list?
Read through each one of them?
Sure.
That'd be good.
No, we've got 29 streets that we're looking at paving this year with our budget.
Okay. And do we have any public comments related to municipal road aid funds? Right. If not, we'll move forward with that list. Thank you very much, Landon, for bringing that list up.
Thank you.
Thank you, Landon.
That being said, we do have another final order of business.
Make a motion to adjourn.
We have a motion to adjourn. We have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
For those of you on the tourism committee, we will adjourn to the downstairs conference room.